everyone, this is Sandy Reese with StampinCrew.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Thanks for joining me today. We have a fun card to use, Coffee with Friends. This stamp set is in the annual catalog. It will be retiring at the beginning of May, so won't be in the new catalog. So if you are a coffee lover, or if you have friends that are coffee lovers like me, you may want to get this card or this stamp set and then make the card that we're going to make today. I haven't talked to anyone yet today, so my verbal skills are not honed yet or warmed up for the day. All right, so this went really well with the suite that we had was an online exclusive Latte Love, I think. And it went really well with that. That set has been, I think it's all sold out, all the components. But when we made this card, we made it at our Stampery event in the beginning of February, the paper was still available in the little dots. So when I cut my supplies, oh, wait a minute, here's the paper, it fell out. I used the paper. Now you don't have to use this paper. You can use any paper. It doesn't matter. I have the dots. We can use these, or you could use any other dots that coordinate with your designer paper. So this is a super sweet and simple card. It's got some coloring involved. So if you enjoy coloring, I'll show you the colors that I used, and then I'll show you the finished card. I'm not going to color everything, but I will show you what I use. Okay, let us get started. So I am starting with Calypso Coral for my card base. And I'm just going to do a landscape orientation card. Told you verbal skills aren't there yet today. So I have a piece for the inside, a piece of white. We're going to stamp on that. And then we have a layer of early espresso and then a layer of white here for the front. We're going to stamp on that white. Then we have our strips of designer paper. And then we have our another layer of espresso and white, and we are going to stamp on our white. So let's do all of our stamping. We're going to do them all with early espresso. I love early espresso. I have like 3 of these pads because I do use them a lot. And then we're going to grab this big stamp where the girls are sitting on the bench, and we're going to stamp our largest stamp on our smallest white and get this centered. It's a little hard to stamp white on white. I can't see the edges. So I'm going to put this on the espresso so I can see a little bit better. Okay, perfect. It's a little crooked, maybe, but it's okay. All right, now this is the front. So we are going to take our smallest stamp that just says thinking of you. We're going to stamp it on the bottom right corner of the front of our card. And then for our inside, we want to decorate our inside. I'm going to use this stamp set that has the coffee and croissants right there. So cute. And then this sentiment says, coffee with a friend is like happiness in a cup. I agree with that. So cute. I'm not even gonna, if you want to color those, you can. I'm just going to stick them on the inside. And we are done stamping. All right, let's grab our seal adhesive and adhere this to our early espresso layer. Now we should have a retiring list coming out very soon, or items that are going to go on the last chance list before the new catalog goes live. And I'm sure that this designer paper I'm using today, and well, that's gone, and the I'm sure the stamp set will be on the last chance list. Usually I'm going to color before I glue that down, so let's go ahead and put our designer paper pieces down. I've cut them all the same length, but they're not the same width. So I think we have, this might be 1, this I think is 1 1/4, and this is 1 1/2. Yep. And we're going to flag these as soon as I find what I did. My scissors, here they are. This one I'm going to flag, I want to cut a little bit more off. So I'm just going to cut a bit off there and glue that down right about there. And then this one's going to be a little longer. I'm not going to cut off quite as much of this one, but a little bit. We're going to put that one there. And then I'm only cutting to the corners on this one. This is going to cover most of the width of the white paper. Let's look at that. You know, I'm going to cut this just a little bit more. So anyway, we do have our new catalog coming in May, and just FYI, cardstock prices are going up. So if you need to stock up on cardstock, now is a good time. The white is already at the price in the current catalog, it's already sold out. So they only have the new configuration of white available, but all the other cardstocks I think are still available at the current price. So you want to stock up on that if you can. Okay, now I put these two down, then I'm going to layer this over the middle of them. And I'm lining it up with the edge of the white. Okay, just like that. And then this is going to pop up. A few left here. And 4 is plenty. You don't have to put 8. You don't need to put one in the middle unless you really feel like you have to. And this is slightly wider than it is high, so make sure you have the right way going. And I'm going to put this down just a little bit. I want it a little lower on the card front. And then we're just going to color. So I'm going to show you the colors I'm going to use. But you don't have to watch me color the whole thing, because literally that would take me forever. I'm very slow. And I have to get my head down right on top of it or I can't color correctly. But I'll show you my finished card. And then I'll show you the colors I use. So if you want to copy, if you have some of this designer paper and you want to copy it, you can. If you're using a different designer paper, pick your colors to go with your designer paper. All right, I'm just going to go ahead and put these on here. I'll put that one there. I'll grab that one there. And you can use whatever embellishments you have. So that is our finished card, or that's our card. Here it is colored. So I'm going to show you the colors that I used. I used a light and a dark Calypso Coral. I used that for her pants and her shoes. And then I have the set of Lemon Lolly, which I used for her shirt and her headband. And then for this one, I think I used a light Lost Lagoon. I try to pull in the colors here. Lost Lagoon. And then for her shirt, I think I used a light Pumpkin Pie. And then I used all the neutrals. That's kind of, they're the numbered ones. So I used neutrals for the bench, for the hair, for the coffee cup. So you can just kind of pick and choose which colors you want to use for the hair. You may want to do blonde hair. It's up to you. Then for the grass, I use Granny Apple Green, both colors. And then for the skin tones, we have some skin tones. I don't really like them. I use the Petal Pink. I think I used the light Petal Pink for one of them and a dark Petal Pink for the other. So I prefer these for the skin tones. And that's the colors that I use. So you use whatever matches your designer paper that you have. And that is my project for today. I hope you enjoyed this quick and simple one. It wasn't really quick. It was quick for me because I didn't color everything. And you don't have to color if you don't want to. So yeah, that's it. I will list a host code in the link below. No, what's today? Today is the 27th. I only have a couple days left of the host code. So if you want to take advantage of that, use the host code in the link below the video. If not, April, we won't have a host code. We'll be doing, that's kind of our transition month to our new incentive program. So I will roll out, what we're going to do in May. All right. Thanks everybody for stopping by, and I will see you soon. All right. Bye-bye.